Hey traders, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you being here checking out my trading videos. Today, as you can see, we're going to wrap up our week with this EurJpy recap. I wanted to make sure that we shot this video here in Florida since Riley said we had to shoot the video here since we took the trade here, right, Ry? So I want to get into the breakdown for you guys today. This was a D1 entry, the same entry signal that we're teaching in our advanced divergence course, and it actually led into an A1 entry as well. So one thing that we're going to take out of this recap off the jump is that we're layering entry confirmations, layering entry signals here, which really helps build confidence in the signal. Of course, if you can find a D1 entry or an A1 entry on its own, that's a great idea, a great trade idea. But when you can find a D1 that leads into an A1, similar to what I showed you guys yesterday on the EurJpy trade, that really can help, like I said, build confidence in these trades. So another thing we can talk about before we even get into the charts is the fact that yesterday, if you saw the recap on EurJpy, I hit a winning trade, like I said, similar to this, that was a D1 into an A1. However, I didn't manage it that well. I could have stayed in the trade longer and actually made more money. So today, coming into the market, if I found a trade, I wanted to make sure that I managed it better, and I did here on this EurJpy trade. I only had to risk about 2% of my account to pull a little bit more than a 7% gain here. So it was a really solid trade, not only to end the week, but to start May off with. So it puts me up really solid for the month already. Now, you can see the P&L. We've been looking at that. Let's flip over to TradingView. So I want to show you first, yesterday we had a strong push from about 10 o'clock New York time all the way through till about 11 o'clock. In that push, we moved about 170 pips. After that push, it really didn't extend much further into the overnight, just about 44 pips. So not much higher, only up to the 117.77 level. That price of 117.77 became the new take profit idea if we were able to find a long entry today. Now you can see the consolidation overnight. You can see the bottom then set here at 117.13, 117.12. That was exactly where we pushed to in the initial push, like I said, back here yesterday around 10:45, 11 o'clock. So now we had our range, meaning I knew I was long biased, I knew I was going to be looking to buy the pair, and I knew where I was going to look to take the pair to. So I had a potential take profit idea already there, and I also had the potential risk there as well at the bottom of the level. So all I was waiting for was an entry signal. Now let me take you to the 1 minute and show you where I found my position. So this always starts with divergence. Now I know a lot of you have taken the advanced divergence course, so this is going to seem like second nature to you, but some of you still struggle to identify divergence. So I want you to go into the description of this video. I'm going to link 2 training videos on exactly how to draw divergence, and I think that's really going to help you understand what I'm looking at here. But basically, from the RSI low here at 757 all the way through for about an hour and a half almost until about 9:04, you see price makes a new low. At the point that price makes a new low and then returns, meaning it comes back against the divergence, that then sets our second reaction point. So now we can draw our trend lines like this, and we have divergence because the RSI is bullish, but price action is bearish. That disagreement is what creates the divergence. After that, we now have our level set. So I know where my risk is, meaning I know where I should be putting my stop loss. Now with the potential reward on the line, if we go back to the 15 minute, you can see the stop here was only about 12 pips. Maybe let's just round it up and call it 13 pips, but the potential reward to yesterday's high was 60. So even at a 12 or 13 pip stop, you're still talking 5R, which is a trade that I want to be involved in. And that's why with just 2% risk, I was able to pull almost a little bit more than a 7% gain out of this, because again, you don't need a lot of size when you can find really solid risk reward setups, 4-to-1, 5-to-1, 6-to-1 like this. The best part about this trade for me was the TDI. Normally when I see setups like this, especially after such a strong move yesterday, you'll see divergence set up on top that'll actually tell you that you might not want to go long, especially on a Friday. That would turn us away from this pair. But because there was no divergence, it literally set this up in a perfect range to trade it right back to yesterday's high, and it literally goes right to that price level. So I was able to manage this much better than I was the trade yesterday, much better than I did the trade yesterday on EurJpy that I got out of too soon. I was able to move my stop into profit slowly with this and piece my way out. And just notice one thing if we go back to the 1 minute. This is like the tell-all. Notice how from the divergence low, which was our stop loss, notice how it continued to make higher lows all morning, all the way through until 11 o'clock. So you literally had about an hour and a half of just straight rise. all from the D1 entry signal. So if you don't understand this signal and you want to find out more, I'm going to put links in the description below so you can go dive deeper into the D1 and D2 signals so you can start to identify patterns like this. The other thing that we can talk about that's really important to remember when we're looking at any euro trade is that normally these euro pairs are going to move together. So if you're looking to go long EurJpy 8:45, 9 o'clock in the morning, I think it's important to look at the other euro pairs to see if there's potentially a better setup. Here on EurJpy, nothing. You see, this was what we were trading short yesterday. Literally, you took it down to the bottom, and then from that low, it literally never came back. All night and all day today, it just rose. So no entries, but following that euro bias, you saw it come higher. Same thing on EuroCAD. No entries in here. Look how overbought that TDI is. It's crazy. So it's awesome to see that come higher. And it's, great to see the euro pairs all move together, but there's no entry in a move like that on EuroCAD for us. The move on the euro pairs here was on EurJpy. Now, take that a step deeper. You can actually ride that euro move later here at 10:15. There was another opportunity to take a euro pair long on Euro USD. This broke out for a new high of day, and it ripped about 3R within 45 minutes. So if you missed the EurJpy trade and you understand the D1 and A1, you're able to take that idea of like, hey, I'm buying euro pairs today, dollar index is coming lower, so I want to buy anything with a euro. You're able to take that idea and here at 10:15 New York time, still come in and find a profitable trade behind that bias. You really don't want to overcomplicate it. I find a pair or a currency that I know I like a direction, meaning I have a bias to it, and then I look through the currency pairs that all hold that currency, and I try to find the one that has the most probabilities in its favor, and I wait for the entry signal to come. Today, that was EurJpy. Like I said, with the 15-minute TDI in the buy zone, EMAs in an uptrend, and with the strong move yesterday, without any divergence, that told me that there was definitely room for some type of bullish push today, and that's what we were able to take advantage of. And it's awesome because I called this out early in the morning, probably 5, 6 o'clock this morning, that I wanted to buy this, but I didn't need to call my entry, and people in the VIP chat were still able to take the trade and still make money. Alex was one of the guys, Max was another one, Eric. I don't want to say too many people because I don't remember exactly who, and I don't like to put people's names out there, but I know a bunch of the guys in the VIP chat that are listening to this were able to take advantage, which is awesome, and on the Euro USD trade. So that's a great end to the week, and I think that sets the intention then for next week. So the best thing we can do here is look at this, at least for me, and say, hey, I managed this trade better than I did yesterday, so that's a step in the right direction, and now what positives can I take from this, and maybe what could I do better from this to then go into next week with, and every day just continue to take a step forward to analyze even the 7% winners the same way we analyze the 2% losers, the 1% losers. What did we do well, and what can we take from that and apply into the trading next week, and what did we not do well, and what do we need to improve on going into next week? So as long as we look at all of our trades the same, no matter if they win or if they lose, we're going to continue to grow. If you have any questions, please let me know. Drop a comment down below. You know I'm going to answer you. Please reach out to me via email. All my info is in the description. I appreciate you guys very much supporting us as we're kind of going through this crazy time with our business just blowing up. You guys spreading the ASFX brand all over the world. We appreciate you guys so very much. So if there's anything Riley or I can do for you, I know a lot of you have been taking her up on the one-on-ones. Keep doing it. Keep blowing her schedule up. She loves it. So anything we can do for you, we are here for you. Just reach out to us. Thank you very much, everybody, and I'll see you in the next trade video.